DCOM Abridged presents Halloweentown Abridged, or Hereditary for Kids. Think about it. Scene: Halloween in the 90s. Children run through the streets with reckless abandon, and not a single girl is dressed as Elsa. We zoom in on that one house that definitely gives out toothbrushes. Enter Marnie, a rebellious teenage girl who says things that made the young you go, yeah, but makes the older you kinda cringe just a little bit. She argues with her mother, Gwen.
Come on, Mom! Why can't I go out on Halloween? Back me up, friends number 1 and 2.
Yeah, Halloween was made for Marnie. She's so weird.
Like when she drew witches on her math test.
Shh! Oh, that's not so bad. She didn't even mention that time that Marnie performed a seance at my birthday party.
Or ran naked through the school.
Oh, or got caught making out with my broom.
Friend number 1, you're now friend number 2.
Aww.
Enough! Marnie can't go out because I have my reasons. And as a mother in a Disney Channel original movie, I don't have to reveal those reasons until the final 20 minutes, if at all.
It's just a costume party.
Oh yeah? What are you dressed as?
Lisa Frankfurter, I think?
Enter Marnie's siblings, Sophie and Dylan, filling out the DCOM quota for criminally precocious sibling and wet blanket child.
I want cookies for dinner.
Did you know that eating candy could cause you to die instantly?
Family drama happens as the kid's grandmother, Aggie, magically appears.
Hello, grandchildren. It is I, your whimsically magical yet suspiciously absent grandmother, played by none other than star of stage and screen, Miss Debbie Reynolds.
Did you bring us presents?
Well, what sort of deadbeat grandmother would I be if I didn't? I bring candy and costumes and street cred with the homosexuals.
Oh, Grandma Aggie, I love your quirky ways, your carpet bag that never seems to end, your umbrella. Julie Andrews said no to this, didn't she?
For more reasons yet to be explained, I'm annoyed at your presence, Mother.
And I'm annoyed too.
Oh, shut up, Dylan.
Tell us a bedtime story, Grandma?
Okay, but Mother, don't tell them about Halloweentown.
Halloweentown is a wonderful place where all different sorts of magical creatures all live together.
Like Disney World.
Or Bushwick?
And it's filled with ghosts and vampires and witches. Oh, and that should look familiar. She looks a lot like you, Marnie.
It does.
All right, that's enough. Mother, may I speak to you alone but within earshot of the entire house to hear?
Of course.
If I want to raise my children normally, that's my decision.
But Marnie doesn't even know what she's capable of. You know, my real daughter is Princess Leia. Oh, that's a lot to live up to.
While the mother and Grandma Debbie Reynolds continue to spew out more plagiarized Harry Potter dialogue, Marnie and Dylan sneak out of the house.
It all makes sense. Why I always get deja vu, why Mom goes berserk if you even mention the word magic.
I just thought we were really religious or something.
Shh, Grandma's leaving.
Marnie and Dylan follow Grandma Debbie Reynolds by sneaking onto a magical flying school bus.
Seatbelts, everyone.
Please let this be a normal Halloween.
It was not a normal Halloween. Scene: Halloweentown, which looks like a party city just opened in upstate New York. Grandma Debbie Reynolds quite literally runs into her neighbor, Harriet.
Oh, Harriet.
Oh, Aggie, don't mind me. On my way back from doing some volunteer work at the headless shelter, I made the muffins, though it didn't occur to me that they couldn't eat them. No heads!
We have enough of a homeless population of headless individuals, so much so that we have to have a shelter just for them. And you volunteer by taunting them with food that they can't consume.
What can I say? We live in a magical world cut off from humanity. This is how I get off.
Oh, I get that.
Meanwhile, Marnie and Dylan take in local sights such as a jack-o'-lantern and brick buildings, and that's about it.
It's all real! The goblins, the people with pumpkins for heads, the other goblins. Well, Dylan, aren't you gonna comically rationalize how all of this isn't magical?
I've just accepted no one's gonna listen to me, so I'm gonna spend the rest of this movie pointing out every logical inconsistency I see.
Dylan and Marnie find Sophie, who snuck aboard the bus without being seen by Grandma Debbie Reynolds at the front entrance or by Dylan and Marnie at the back entrance. You go ahead and try and figure out how that happened.
Sophie, what are you doing here? I thought you were asleep.
I was acting. You ought to try it sometime.
Enter Calabar.
Greetings, young children. It is I, your definitely not suspicious Mayor Calabar.
We're Aggie Cromwell's grandkids.
So that means you're Gwen's kids? Is she here? Gwen is here? Gwen? Is Gwen here? Gwen! Gwen! Where's Gwen? Gwen! Gwen! Is she here? Where's Gwen? Gwen? Gwen!
Just us, Marnie and Dylan.
And I'm Sophie.
What was that?
Sophie!
What was that?
Sophie!
Is this supposed to pass for humor?
Apparently.
Distraction candy.
Ooh,
pretty candy!
Wow, this is so awesome! You're so cool with your top hat and your cane and your ability to make candy magically appear. This was supposed to be Gene Wilder, wasn't it?
Well, we can't all be played by movie stars! Do you think our tight budget went to casting?
Well, where did the budget go?
Enter Benny, the skeleton cab driver, which is pretty much the coolest animatronic that you will ever see in a DCOM ever. Like, oh my god.
Wow, a talking skeleton driving a cab. Surely, since the production decided to spend money on you, you're gonna provide some sort of vitally important plot development.
You like Borch Belt humor that went stale in the 60s? Ha!
Never mind.
Well, since it's your first time in town, let me give you a list of all the people I look down on. Like that guy over there, Luke. Just some local punk goblin. Thinks he's a big shot just because he got a nose job.
You just told us to stay away from a goblin, a mythical creature historically linked to outdated Jewish stereotypes, because he got a nose job.
Wow, this really is a Disney movie.
After several more minutes of Benny contorting his eyebrows, the kids arrive at the locked gates of Grandma Debbie Reynolds' house.
Now's a perfect time for me to try out my powers.
Another plagiarized Harry Potter scene later, Sophie opens the gate.
Sophie? How did you do that?
I pushed. Plus, I wished the lock would turn into a frog.
We zoom in on the unblinking frog next to the gate.
Kill me.
Scene. Inside Grandma Debbie Reynolds' house. Debbie Reynolds is just having fun at this point.
Well, Time works differently here in Halloweentown. 2 hours in the mortal world can be like 2 days here, or 2 weeks if we're on vacation. I'm Debbie Reynolds.
Also, it's cheaper to film with child actors during the day.
I've been looking in my witch's glass to keep an eye on things, and it's been telling me there are some evil forces at work.
It's just a picture of some woman with her eyes crossed out.
Who's Elizabeth Taylor?
Never mind. But in order to save Halloweentown, I must use Merlin's talisman and some witch's brew.
Merlin? Witch's brew?
Just a little recipe I picked up from King Arthur.
King Arthur?
King Arthur.
Wait. You picked up this recipe from the Middle Ages, but you're using a prepackaged instant version from a box. Did you mass market this recipe? Are you like the Betty Crocker of this magical world?
Can I help with the spell, Grandma? After all, spells are more powerful with more than one witch something, teamwork message something.
Oh, no, dear. No, you can't help. You're not trained. And your sister's ability to play God really threatens me, so guess I'll just have to do it myself.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna perform a seance to call upon the forces of darkness?
Oh, goodness, no. That sounds very complicated and very expensive. So, I'm going to spoon some smoke into this ornate flashlight I have off screen here and just pour some glitter on top of it, and it'll work.
It does not.
Or not. Well, I guess I could make it from scratch. Let's see, what do we need? Okay. We need hair from a werewolf, sweat from a ghost, tooth from a vampire.
Hold up. If this recipe calls for vampire teeth, ghost sweat, and werewolf fur, how did you get enough of those ingredients to create a mass market version of this? Is there some factory somewhere in this world with a bunch of hairless werewolves and toothless vampires forcing ghosts to do cardio? What's the moral repercussions of...
Say, who wants to go into town?
Field trip!
Scene: the same town square.
And we get really great movies here, like It's a Wonderful Death.
Why does the movie theater say it's closed forever?
Oh, not forever, dear. No, we're all really looking forward to Tenet.
It's fine.
Out of nowhere, Harriet reappears and provides a genuine jump scare.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Something is wrong.
What?
Is it the bad thing?
No. The makeup team tried today.
Scene: an ice cream shop run by the abominable snowman. Get it? Because it's ice cream. And he's the abominable snowman. Yeah, you get it, don't you? You ate this shit up as a child, didn't you? Enter Calabar.
Calabar.
Aggie Cromwell. Mother of Gwen. Gwen. Is Gwen here? Gwen? Gwen? Where's Gwen? Gwen? Gwen! Gwen? Gwen! Is Gwen here? Is she here? Where's Gwen? Where's Gwen? Gwen! 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 Gwen!
Calabar, listen. Something is wrong in Halloweentown.
You're right. And I want you to help me by doing absolutely nothing about it. There's nothing suspicious about that at all, is there? Just give me 2 days. 2 days! You Cromwells are impossible. Impossible!
Wow, Grandma, you really showed him, and you didn't even say anything.
Well, of course I didn't say anything. I can't read the fucking cue cards. Look, Marnie, broomsticks.
Oh, they're just so wonderful, and the colors. Razzmatazz pink, arsenic green. Don't they look great, Sophie?
My eyes! They burn!
Enter Luke, the bad boy.
Aw, how sweet. Buying Marley her first broom.
It's Marnie. Gosh, what is up with people in this town not being able to pronounce first names? Is it like a regional thing, or?
Maybe I could show you around sometime. Grab an ice cream. Kind of the big cheese around here.
I was hungry, but then I smelled something stinky. Must have been the big cheese.
You know, you should think twice about treating me badly. I have friends that are shadow creatures, heck bent on taking over the world.
Well, Grandma, can I get this broom, can I?
No, we'll fly out.
I think we're missing cue cards.
Scene. They fly through green screen land. You know, I remember this sequence being a lot cooler when I was a kid. Growing up fucking sucks.
What kind of magic makes it go?
Well, magic is really very simple. All you have to do is want something, and then let yourself have it.
That's it?
I mean, there's a bit more to it. I mean, I've trained, of course, with Debbie Reynolds.
But if all magic is very simple, what do I have to train for? This all seems like very unnecessary gatekeeping to me.
Oh, look, your mother's here for some second act conflict.
Mother, I cannot believe you kidnapped my children and drove them across world lines.
But I didn't.
I did.
You kidnapped yourself?
I want to help Grandma fight the bad things since you won't.
I'm not about to go fight some nameless force in another world that I have nothing to do with.
Why can't I be a witch, Mom, Is it something to do with my dead father? Was magic somehow responsible for his untimely passing, which led to you hiding this entire portion of your past,
No, that's way too good a backstory for this screenplay.
Well, I want to be a witch, and nothing you can say will stop me.
You're grounded.
That's the worst thing you can say to a DCOM protagonist.
You know, this might be a really great moment for the other adult in the room to stand up for Marnie pursuing the pretty blatant alternative lifestyle metaphor.
It would.
Well, this has been great. Well, now I'm really looking forward to coming out in a few years, probably.
Say goodbye to Grandma, kids. We're going home.
Goodbye to Grandma, kids. We're going home.
And I'm never going to school again. And maybe I'll run away and join a biker gang. Or even worse, an improv troupe. And then...
Marnie, I am not in the mood. We just need to get out of here before we run into...
Gwen Cromwell.
And then I'm going to a really, really, really expensive college, but I'm not going for anything practical. Oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna go major in Antarctic history and tap dance. And
Listen, I know I haven't seen you in years, and your kids are right there, but
then I'm gonna
can I have your number?
to leave after having not accomplished anything, and then I'm gonna do the Disney college program.
Look, Calabar, I'd love to, but I really need to get home.
Oh, I see. The most powerful warlock in Halloweentown is not good enough for Gwen Cromwell. Well, wait till you see what I'm really capable of. Oh, wait. That was a scene early, wasn't it?
Scene: the abandoned movie theater, or America in 2 years thanks to Trolls 2. Grandma Debbie Reynolds and Luke are about to reenact Harold and Maude when a dark hooded figure that's definitely not a Dementor flies out of the screen.
I know you have a MacGuffin object that you want to use to destroy me. So I'm going to ask you to do the most logical thing and give it to me!
I do have the talisman. And through impassioned acting that is miles better than the screenplay, your hold over this world will be gone.
As if that could ever happen. Couldn't even afford real popcorn? It's like $2 at Walgreens. Where did the budget for this movie go, man? Fuck!
You think you can outact me?
Al Pacino, Meryl Streep, this guy.
I will bend the creatures of this world to my will, one by one.
2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, whoop-de-dee!
Look, I know you're like my apprentice and everything, but you're really destroying the mood I'm trying to build here, so can you, not?
No one ever lets me be melodramatic!
Grandma!
Marnie?
Mom!
Gwen!
Donkey!
The dark hooded figure blasts Aggie and Gwen with his CGI powers, freezing them in their seats.
Yes! And now that I have your captive attention, I'm going to do what Hollywood wishes they could do and force you to watch Artemis Fowl!
No!
Scene: Marnie, Dylan, and Sophie escape by running into the alleyway.
What are we gonna do?
Well, given all we've learned about our parental figures in the last few hours, now might be a great chance to emancipate and start over.
I could wish for the dark hooded man to bleed.
I got it. Our only option is to create the witch's brew potion from scratch and then use it to activate the talisman.
Couldn't we just buy another box of instant mix from the store?
No. We have to make it ourselves in a sequence of wacky hijinks where hilarity can't help but ensue.
They don't. Scene: they have the ingredients.
Great! Now all we need to do is put it in the giant town jack-o'-lantern.
Marnie, wait! It's a trap.
Save it, Big Cheese.
No, listen. I know I threatened you with shadow creatures heck-bent on taking over the world, but I didn't know they were gonna hurt anybody.
You are a terrible judge of character.
Speak of the devil, the dark hooded figure that's definitely not Lord Voldemort appears in the town square.
I have returned! Join me, people of Halloweentown. Disco David Bowie, Marie Antoinette, and Civil War Soldier. Together, we will reclaim the mortal world and wreak havoc on whatever costume designer is responsible for this travesty.
The dark hooded figure is revealed to be Mayor Calabar.
Calabar, you knew?
How could you not know? Look, I made a terrible mistake, but it's the third act of the movie and I need to do something redeemable.
Who's with me?
I am.
I'm a Star Wars!
A hooded figure that looks absolutely nothing like Marnie snakes through the crowd.
That hooded figure must be Marnie Cromwell. The mudblood. I mean, half human.
The hooded figure whips off the cape to reveal...
Ha 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 ha! It's not on, Marnie. It is I, Luke. Who's the most melodramatic now, huh?
CGI magic.
Calabar takes him out with one CGI magic when...
While you were distracted, I installed the talisman into the big jack-o'-lantern. Now everyone is saved. Or something.
They are.
Oh, man.
Oh, Marnie, I knew you could save us.
Because you believed in me?
No, because it says so in the script.
Mom, you'll never believe it. The villain was your ex-boyfriend, Calabar.
Wow, what? Shocking.
You knew?
It's 1998. Do you think anyone would have listened to me?
Fools!
Your days of rule are at an end, Calabar!
Not so fast! You think you can defeat me?
No, but we can! Babble, 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 babble. Double, double, toil and trouble. Cauldron burn and
United
fire
States, Canada,
bubble.
Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and Guatemala,
Yeah. To the window, to the window, to the wall, to the walls, to the sweat dropping on my balls. All you witches crawl.
Aloha Mara!
Fools! Even with 4 of you, your powers are no match for mine.
If only there was another Cromwell who could aid us.
Oh, you're looking at me. If I step in at the last second, doesn't that give the film a whole women always need a man in order to get the job done vibe?
Stop reading into a subtext of a film that has none.
Hit it, guys!
I'm Debbie Reynolds. I'm singing witchy, witchy song, witchy, witchy song, witchy woman.
Yes. Chant. Good.
Icky, pang, pang, ew.
Dylan locks arms with the women in his family, and the power of the dick defeats Calabar.
We did it! But where's Luke?
Don't look at me.
Marnie removes the hood from Luke, revealing the best goddamn makeup we've seen this whole fucking film.
I'm ugly.
Hey. Inner beauty. Heart emoji. Something, the real you.
Thank you for validating me. So, can I have your number?
What?
Maybe we could go out for ice cream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a thing in the mortal world. I can't.
Oh no, that's great. Guess I'm just not pretty enough on the inside for you, huh?
No, it's not you.
You know, you're not so hot yourself. Yeah, and 2 movies from now, they're gonna replace you with the girl from Aquamarine. And they're gonna say it's because of scheduling conflicts, but we all know the reason why.
Well, I guess that about settles the plot. Back to the mortal world with you.
Not so fast. We must reconcile our unreconcilable differences by having me completely roll over and forget whatever reasons I might never have had.
Huh. Sure. Okay. Back on the bus.
Oh, just one last thing. Does anyone here know if Calabar had any kids?
A small, plucky orphan boy steps forward.
'Tis I, the Calabar Jr. You could call me.
Suddenly, the giant jack-o'-lantern jumps from its pedestal and devours Calabar's spawn. The town gasps as all eyes turn to Sophie.
I made a wish that the plot hole would go away.
Roll credits.